Well, annexation of Bemidji and Northern Townships could come to an end if, or should we say when, a mediation agreement between the City of Bemidji and Northern Township is enforced. But the end of the orderly annexation agreement and the joint powers agreement could have a larger and more long-lasting impact on the region. Lacey Monteleone joins us live in the studio with more. Lacey?
Well, Dennis, annexation is only one part of the agreement between the three local government units. The agreement between the LGUs also created the Greater Bemidji Area Joint Planning Board, and in a meeting held last night, Northern Township leaders expressed concern over that entity's future. Over the past year, the conversation
just don't understand it.
Between the City of Bemidji and Northern and Bemidji Townships has become far less neighborly.
What are we going to say now?
But amid the back and forth at a recent meeting, one question loomed large.
What is so wrong with the joint planning part of this?
The Joint Planning Board resides in a tiny room in the basement of Bemidji City Hall. Northern Township leaders say that little room with its small staff is doing big things.
They've got one set of rules that we all go by. They have a very good planning commission, planning board, and they have ability to move their projects forward.
The JPB recently brought the Minnesota design team to Bemidji.
In the metro area, comprehensive plans are required. For the rest of Minnesota, they're not. And so we wanted to do a comprehensive plan that really sat down and said, what are we going to look like?
The Joint Planning Board is about more than just plans, though. In fact, every building you've seen being built in the Bemidji area since 2007 has first gone through the JPB. That goes from the smallest house to the largest hotel.
So for instance, the South Shore PUD went through the JPB. Anytime we have any kind of a question or a question to the code or a variance or someone wanting to build something, that goes through the JPB.
But while Northern Township leaders touted regional planning as a good thing, Bemidji Township leaders say it doesn't make sense for them.
In the future, I'd say probably, but we're elected today. Tomorrow, somebody else might be sitting here, and they may have a different idea.
The main issue at the meeting was the mediation agreement, but someday that will cease to be an issue.
At some point, this lawsuit's going to be a memory. And I'm going to be a memory.
And then the city and the townships will once again need to find a way to be good neighbors. Now, work with the Minnesota design team has been put on hold, but there has been no decision as to what exactly will happen to the JPB once the mediation agreement is enforced. They could still serve 2 LGUs or just 1. Dennis?
All right, thank you very much, Lacey, for that live report tonight. Northern Township did not make a decision on the mediation agreement last night. They say they would like more citizen input before reaching a decision.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.